Can you see me? Can you hear me? If you can see and hear me, it means that you can start afresh. Don't let society tell you any different. Don't let your environment convince you that it is over for you. It doesn't matter how old you are, anybody can start afresh. As far as you are still breathing, that is all it takes for you to be able to start afresh. That is all you need to be able to start afresh, to start a new life, to change your perspective in life. I am currently 33 years old, and I can tell you that I have started afresh so many times. Just this year alone, I know how many times I have hit the reset button and started over again because I can. I am still here. I am still breathing. So I can start all over again if I don't like what my old life was all about. I can start a new beginning. I can hit refresh and start all over again. I just wanted to talk about letting go. I observed myself to the point where I realized that most of the time, when I want to start afresh, when I want to start living a different life from what I am used to, the problem I always have is letting go. That's the problem that I have always had. Letting go of my old habits, letting go of my old beliefs, letting go of my routine. That has always been the problem. It wasn't that my life was set and this is what it is meant to be for the rest of my existence. That was not the problem because nobody life is set. Nobody has a firm or steady existence. We are fluid. We are humans. We are energy. We can transform whenever we want to transform. We can change whenever we want to change. So the issue wasn't that, oh, this is my life now and this is what it is going to be for the rest of my existence. No, the problem was me letting go. So when I thought about this a lot and I asked myself, why is it hard for me to let go? Why is it hard for me to form new habits, to form, new routines? Why am I struggling to step into the version of myself that I want to live as? Why? Letting go was the problem. And if I ask you right now, why you have not been able to get what you want to get or live the life that you want to live, if you decide to pay attention to yourself, you too will realize that the problem is letting go. Letting go is one of the hardest things that we humans can do, can't do, can do. We have issues with letting go. And I think that particular issue is coming from how we have been programmed to think and see life. Most of us still believe that the life that we're living is fate, is ordained by God, and that is how it is meant to be. Like, we don't have the power to change it. We don't have the ability to change it. Most of us still have that particular mentality. And that is why it is hard for us to let go, because we have been programmed to believe that this is it. Like, this is it. And having that particular mentality is actually going to be very hard for you to let go. But I want to talk you through the easiest way to let go. The easiest way to let go. Like, this is the easiest way. There is no other way to let go than to just do what I want to talk about. So I want to talk you through the easiest way, right? This is what I have been doing, or this is the mentality that I have come into that has that has actually helped me let go. And it is simple. I don't want to bore you. I don't want to make this as long as my usual video. I'm just going to hit the hammer on the nail. To be able to let go, right? You need to understand one simple thing about life. I don't want you to just hear this. I want you to understand this. I want you to sit with it and really understand what this is, because this is going to give you a fresh perspective towards life, and this is going to help you easily let go of every belief system, of every attachment, which is emotional attachment. This is going to help you let go of every hurt, every disappointment, everything that has been weighing you down. It is just going to help you let go of it, and you're going to instantly feel liberated once you understand this. Life as we know it, life as we have been experiencing it, has no meaning. Life has no meaning. You're not going to be able to understand this just hearing it for the first time, but you need to sit with it. You need to sit with it. Think about it. Life actually has no meaning. I'm so sorry to break your heart. I'm sorry from the first person you're hearing this from. When I heard this for the first time, I actually I went through different phases once I got to understand this. When I heard it, I was heartbroken, and when I understood it, I went through so many phases. I went through the phase where I had anxiety. I went through a phase where I was confused. I was lost. I went through so many phases until I accepted this truth. This is a fact. Life as we know it has no meaning. And for the fact that you have been interpreting life with different meaning is because of the experiences that you have had, because of the background that you were groomed or conditioned in. This is what has made you believe that the life that you have been living has a particular meaning. This is why you have been growing up interpreting life with a certain meaning. It is because of the background that you're coming from, because of the environment that you grew up in, because of the people that you were around, the people in your environment, the people that trained you, the people that you learned from, the people that you associate yourself with. These are all the elements or all the things that have made you believe that life actually do have meaning, like that the life that you're living actually do have a meaning, or have the meaning that you have interpreted it to have. Understanding that life has no meaning would actually help you let go of the hurts that you have been nurturing, the hurts that you have been embracing, the disappointments that you have been putting at the back of your mind, the every other thing that you have been holding on to tightly and believing that these things are happening because this is what life is, this is what life or how life is supposed to be. You're going to instantly let go of this, because again, life has no meaning other than the one that we give it, other than the one that we interpret it with. Sit with the silence. We have to learn to sit with the silence. The question that each and every one of us need to ask ourselves is, who am I? Who am I? Who do I think I am? And why do I think I am this person? Because in asking this question, you're going to realize that everything that you think you are is coming from a particular understanding that you have towards life. Now, that particular understanding that you have towards life is not what the next person is having towards their own life. It's not what the next person is having towards their own life. Everybody plays meaning and interprets life and see themselves through their interpretation based on who they are, where they are coming from, you know, their environment, their teachings. So looking at it from that particular angle, you're going to realize that the one that you have been using to interpret your life with is not from a general perception or perspective. It is an individual understanding. And if that is an individual understanding, it means that you can actually change how you see life. You can actually change how you interpret life if you change your understanding towards life. If you intentionally change your understanding towards life, then you can change your interpretation of your life. And that is letting go. You have to let go. You have to let go, because holding on is what is keeping you at the state where you are right now. Holding on is what is shaping the reality that you are experiencing. Like I said, I was heartbroken to find out that the life that I was living had no meaning, because I thought it actually did have a meaning. I believed so much in the experiences that I have had that it was shaping my life, and I was interpreting it steady that God has a reason and a purpose for me. That is why I am going through what I am going through. But that's a lie. That was the lie that I was conditioned to believe. That was the lie that My environment, my society has taught me, to place me where they want me to be. Letting go is the best way for you to start afresh. It doesn't matter how old you are. You can be 50 watching this video right now, and you allow yourself to understand what I'm saying. The moment you allow yourself to understand, the moment you have that, you see, you have that particular fresh foundation to build from again, to still experience the life that you want to experience. You can be 16 watching this video, you can be 20 something, you can be 30 something, you can be any. See, you can be even in the middle of your regrets, because of the choices you've made before, because of the life that you have experienced before, because of the baggages you have right now. You can be 30, 35, with children in a home that you are not happy, in a home that you're not happy because of the things that are happening, and because you realize that you made a wrong decision with the partner that you've chosen. It is not the end of the road for you. You're in a career that you don't like. You have been slaving your time, yourself, for past 20, 10, 15. It doesn't matter. The moment you understand what I'm saying, the moment you can start building, the moment you can start afresh, the moment you can start afresh. So it is never too late for anybody. If you're watching this, it is not too late, okay? The only thing you need to do is to let go. Let go. Once you let go, then you can start afresh.